Hey y'all, Dekumon here, and welcome back to Metaphor ReFantazio. Last time, well, our long little trek around the area to get all the side quests done was complete, so we decided, screw it, let's try and do the main dungeon, and turns out the main dungeon in this one, super easy. Only 3 fights, although granted all of them basically said win in 3 turns. Oh, we did it! So all we have to do now is just basically stand around with our thumbs up our butts until Luis's soiree. So what are we gonna do? Well, I have so many confidants that need leveled up. I've got stats that need leveled up. If another side quest pops up, I'm happy to do that too. Oh, but right now, we gotta work on followers. Why is Hulkenberg not available, huh? Hulkenberg comes to mind. I don't know if they'll talk to me right now though. Why? I'm curious. Why would Hulkenberg not be willing to talk at the moment,
Sorry.
If you seek training, then I'm afraid I must apologize. Right now I have some things I'd like to ponder alone. If you need advice, I'm here. Why would this eat up the day?
Thank you.
I'm obliged, but this is not the place to speak as freely as I'd wish. It concerns the knights of today, you see, and one never knows what ears might be listening. Please, let us discuss this on our next voyage instead. Oh, okay. So I need to travel to get Hulkenberg's next level. Okay.
All right then.
That's why she won't talk to me at the moment. That's fair. Though it does leave me with only a couple people to level during the day. Let's get Bardon, actually. I noticed he's not always as available. All right, Bardon, time to see how you're doing as a leader.
Ah, you're here. Glad you're well. Ah, this man here is my aide of sorts. He's accompanied me, see? I've been enlisting all the help I can get. I just finished my rounds at the town, actually. If you have time to spare, could we talk?
Of course.
Thank you.
Thanks. I got so much to tell you, which is only natural when there are so many bothers around the place.
My apologies.
Ah, make yourselves comfortable. Let's see. I've asked for some refreshments, but that'll take some time. It's a bit heaving at the moment. This place is the city government's administrator's office, but it's a bit too luxurious for the likes of me, isn't it? I'm not used to that. Ah, right. Sorry for all the noise outside. We're trying out some things to build and strengthen town security, you see.
Don't you worry.
That old mess with Lady Joanna was a right nightmare. I won't chance the faintest whiff for that kind of thing happening again.
I support you, but you need to relax a little, my man. I'm sure you're doing your best, but it wouldn't hurt to relax a little.
Nay.
I just think we need to gain a firm stance against any and all evil. We only stand to gain if wickedness is stopped, yes?
And then?
Too many good folk here have lost loved ones. We've got to straighten this place out, make it peaceful so people can smile and laugh easy again.
Got to say,
Now that I'm governor, it falls to me to take care of everything who's deserving of peace. Ah, but I'm sorry now. Didn't mean to start rambling about all these serious matters. What kind of host lays his burdens on his guest? I'll have some real eats whipped up for you. We must fill your belly and celebrate the newly secure town.
Oh God. He's going off the deep end here.
Thanks to you, all the Wayans are playing outside again, blessing us with all those bonny voices of theirs.
That's right.
I never took a liking to being called governor, and I still don't. Only thing I care about is protecting the Wayans and all this town's people.
The job suits you. Take care of yourself too, though.
You really care about the kids, huh? Oh. Ah, sure, I suppose. They're cute little things after all.
It was so long.
And you know something? I once had a wife and child myself. It was back when monsters were tearing up Martira from top to bottom. Town was in shambles. A hunting team was formed to destroy the monster nests. The mission was a long one, and what was I supposed to do? Just go home? I was captain, for goodness sake. So I stayed, and when I finally came home, no one was there. My family, I guess they got sick of waiting for me. They just left. Never knew how cold a house could be until they were gone.
Damn.
And then came the incident with Lady Joanna, and so many Wayans started going missing, and I didn't know what to do. I was useless. First I lost my own child, then I couldn't protect any of the others. Wished I could be the one to disappear instead of them.
I understand. You weren't to blame. You can protect them now. Yeah, you weren't to blame here.
Listen.
Wasn't your responsibility to protect every single child.
Oh, nay.
No, it was. I was the bloody captain of the God Corps.
Leave it in my hands.
I won't let the Wayans ever live in fear again. That's my oath as governor. I consider us comrades, you know, seeing as you're aiming for the throne. We both strive for a better world.
I can't keep the truth from Bardon when he shows such sincere trust in me. I explained to him that I entered not to take the throne, but to raise someone else who could forge a better future for our country.
What?
What? What's the schemes and highs, man, now this? You play a long game, the lot of ya. Ah, but thank you. You could have easily stayed silent about it, yet you confided in me because you trust me, yes?
That's how it is.
Then I shall do the same. I support you, and anyone visions the same future as you do.
I can feel Bardon's resolve as a governor and his deep faith in me, and he will give me the adept I need. Thank you.
Now, a new power.
And this should give me the general.
Very light for the town.
Thank you. You can now study the general in academia. And more skills.
But I tell you, the children find me right frightening. They get scared if I say hello. And just the other day I smiled at the proper newborn who started crying like he was on fire.
Oof.
And I think one of my governor duties is to be well friendly with the townsfolk. But you needn't worry. I'll protect the town you worked so hard to save.
That's that.
It was a nice thing to talk about the town with you today. I hope I can do it again, and I pray for your safety.
Eh? Oh, damn that Bardon. It's disgusting watching him play hero. Uh-oh. The church is acting up again. He's a bloody Roussant, fit for guarding the town and not else. Someone like him governing is beyond the pale. It should have been me continuing to guide us as the rightful leader, yet somehow the masses are cheering for Bardon. But I have a plan to deal with it. Let us discuss the details inside. I decided to return to the group. Keep that under our hat for later. Alright. Nighttime!
Interesting.
Alonzo! Alonzo's available. Let's see, Heisme's not available. Interesting.
The truth is,
There's something I was told the captain. Oh. Gonna be the same gag, isn't it? I have to be traveling to get to Heisme level. That's gonna suck. I might have to actually just do a travel for the hell of it. Indeed, there's something I wish to speak with you about, but the conclusion still eludes my grasp. I shall gather my thoughts before we set out on our next voyage. Come speak to me then. Yep, crud. At least I can level Brigetta and Alonso. Okay, Matar Kaja. Icy Strike, medium physical ice. Move all allies to the back row and increase the defense by 2 ranks for 3 turns. Damn, this general's gonna be scary. Megiddo, medium almighty magic. Frigid Fortress tactic. Deals heavy ice magic to an enemy. Inflicts a 1-type weakness to ice. Dude, this class is bonkers. Extreme fire to all enemies. Jesus. Extreme magic ice to one enemy. Increases attack defense, hit and evasion for all eyes for 3 turns. Jesus. It's Heat Riser for everybody. Good lord. And he has Megiddola if I pair him. Oh my god.
Fascinating.
Dude, this general thing's gonna be disgustingly good. To get the general up to rank 15 for more, that's gonna be a thing considering we just unlocked it. You know what, let's hang out with Alonzo.
Greetings.
Ah, well met. What are you up to? I'd like to hear about your journey so far, if you don't mind. Oh, you don't mind telling it? You have certain information I'd very much like to know. Sure. Oh, I had to have wisdom to 3 to talk to him. With an outpouring of wisdom, I briefly outlined my journey so far for Alonzo. He likes that. Oh, how very interesting. I'm very keen to know more of these experiences, if you'd indulge me. Have you some free time right now? Sure.
Yes.
Oh, you are marvelous, thank you. All right, follow me. I know of a great spot. Alonzo asked me to tell him about some of the things that happened on my journey.
I see.
Ah, I see. Very intriguing. So an external force protects the candidates. For outsiders like myself, it's rather difficult to get a hold of accurate information pertaining to the royal magic and the tournament for the throne. Information's quite the weapon, you know. All the more reason meeting you has been such a boon.
Understand?
In fact, if you really wanted to take down the other candidates, the most effective method would be investigating their families and homes for info you could use. Quite effective against blackguards who hide their misdeeds, naturally, but outstandingly so against good, upstanding family folk. To threaten them? I couldn't do that.
What's that about it?
That's kind of harsh, man.
Of course.
I know it's not in your nature, but still, not every weapon has a pointed end. A villain will always strike where it hurts most, like snakes, and those I associate with are usually the most venomous kind. Oh, speak of the devil.
Here comes one such associate now.
And Louis just right there, nope.
How's the client situation looking?
Yeah.
We've 20 at present. No delays securing their contracts. Arrangements have been made should any default on payments.
So you're not all talk. You know, my lord might have taken a shine to you, but let me make something clear. One false move, and I promise I will fillet you alive myself. Understand, Cuculus? Oh, he's a mark.
Ridiculous.
He's an underling of the landowner I'm working with. He's exceedingly cautious, as you might expect, and for some reason he still doesn't trust me. I can't blame him, really. Said landowner is my true target. He's a foul one. He's been trying to take advantage of the struggle for the throne to net a huge fortune. Ambitious sorts all over the country are using their tournament to rise up in the world, and this landowner is their lender, turning tidy profits. I am his middleman. Of course the landowner only lends because he knows he'll collect. So when he realizes he can't, why, that's an awful lot of money to disappear into the void. What do you mean? And what's your aim then?
What?
And that's your plan all along, isn't it?
Now then.
I'll spare you the details, but the man's money will end up in my coffers eventually. It's a curious thing. People are never more vulnerable to tricks than when they think they're playing one themselves. When all's said and done, it'll be his loss and my gain. And I do mean gain. Enough to buy a small village, really. Why do such a thing? Interesting plan there. What if you mess up? Why, though?
My.
Why, indeed. Perhaps I could trust you with that someday.
Oi.
Oi, Alonso!
Yes.
Oh, don't worry. He has my confidence.
Listen.
That flunky you talked to earlier. He's snooping around the village.
What?
What?
Hey!
I gave him the slip before he saw me, but this is bad, Alonso. If they find out how you're connected to the village, then...
No.
My hometown or not, there's no way they'll catch on to what I'm up to now. He'll turn up nothing and that'll be the end of it. We need to relax.
Yeah.
All the same, you should pack your things in case things go south. I'll bring you the money to stash soon. Oh, is he actually a Robin Hood figure? That lucky of his. I hadn't expected him to move so quickly. Even went so far as digging up my roots. Is everything alright? What do you mean? What's up?
You...
If push comes to shove, I may end up needing your help. Your muscle, that is. Oh. I'm trying to buy my hometown with the money I'm bilking from the landowner. He's the one who's bleeding my village dry to begin with. I've got to make this piece of my deception succeed at all costs. It would save the whole poverty-stricken village.
Hey.
When are you free? How about you come check on the village with me? I've got a strange nagging feeling about all this. Gotcha.
Leave it to me. Thank you. Choose.
Yes, of course. Thank you, I owe you one. I can feel Alonso's genuine gratitude and deep trust towards me, as he makes the faker slightly cheaper.
Mother.
Thank you. My hometown's a small village. It's nearby, in fact. If it were up to me, we'd head there straight away. Alas, I know you have a schedule of your own. Even so, I implore you, please, do not delay for long. I'll be waiting.
Hey, listen!
Hey, there's a Colosseum in Briarhaven. You fight monsters gathered from all over, and if you win, you get a prize. The Briarhaven Colosseum is quite well known. It's always crowded except during stormy weather. They bring dangerous monsters directly into the city. Doesn't seem especially safe, but I suppose the experience is worth the risk. I can certainly see the appeal. Would say we visit it later. The ferrymen also know where the Colosseum is. Well, if I've got nothing better to do on a day, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Especially if it gives me courage at the same time. Well, Leon's the only one I can actually level up today, so...
Oh, it's you.
Hey, what you up to? Ironic how fidgety one gets when told to wait, isn't it? Say, have you got some time right now? It's about what we discussed last time. I know I must head to my village to seek clues about my inheritance, but I freeze before I can take the first step. Then we shall go together.
Oh, right.
Well, if you're sure, then I suppose now's as good a time as any. My home, the village of Harley, is on the outskirts of Grand Trad. As we'll need the runner, please extend my apologies to the rest. With the runner, we could make it there at back before dusk, though I can't help but feel guilt to request it for such a personal matter. Oh, don't worry too much about it. We need it anyway just to teleport to Grand Trad. Whoa. With Stroll leading the way, we arrived at last to his childhood home, the village of Halia. What's left of it? Doesn't look like anyone has lived here for a very long time. It's a chilling sight. Traveling here by Gauntlet Runner, you'd think we were practically next door to the capital. Yet as I fled for my life, the nearest settlement felt leagues away. I recall wanting to lie down and give up on several occasions. Probably hard to tell now, but this was once the village's main road, full of people crossing every which way.
Truth is,
You used to be able to see the mountains cresting the horizon above the rooftops. It was beautiful. I wish you could have seen it like that. What happened is tragic. I know I'll see it someday.
no.
It's been 7 years since that day. It feels like forever ago, and yet only the blink of an eye at the same time. Afterward, I was shuffled between various relatives. Nothing more than another mouth to feed. Fitting, I suppose, with the burden I'd become. I went to the site of our manor, but all I found was rubble. A few walls were sort of standing, but it was a sorry sight compared to how I see it in my mind. Except, I found a letter. Hello?
Yes.
There was a corner in my father's study that seemed to have been designed to withstand a fire. Found a box there with a letter inside, and I recognized the writing as my father's. Well, open it, man. I'm curious. I'm afraid I must ask a favor of you. I have no doubts this is his will, and I know I must read it, but I'm going to go over there and do that alone. Would you mind waiting nearby? It's okay to be nervous. How unlike you. Don't be such a baby. Go on.
Yeah.
I'm here if you need me.
Thanks.
Thank you. It's reassuring to have you by my side. I waited nearby while Stroll read the will. Well, it's a good thing we found this. Seems I do indeed have an inheritance.
And
The will said the family's treasure was dispatched to the royal capital. Well, what are we waiting for then?
well then,
Let's find it.
but
Yes, but I'm afraid we'll need something a little more specific than the capital. The letter is unfinished. What? I mean, how could it be? No one expected a murderous, rampaging human. Calm down, my man. Don't let the anger win. Sorry, whenever I think back to that day. My father names me the sole heir of his estate. He even addressed the letter to my beloved son, Leon. I feel only shame at such endearments. But as it stands now, the inheritance has but one purpose: to repay the debts owed to my parents and my people, so if they would see our house rebuilt.
I'll definitely.
I'll be whatever they want me to be, a noble of prominence or otherwise. If I can make the people speak the name of House Halateus with reverence, and once it lives on the tips of everyone's tongue, maybe then I'll be able to embrace the words, my beloved son. I never imagined the day would come that I'd come to terms with these feelings. I owe you so much and more. I sense Joel's deep in trust and his determination to confront his destiny. And with that, he's ranking up again. Battle Aura. While in reserve, the amount of experience Stroll gains increases. We don't even have enough people for reserve, but that clearly tells me we're getting more party members. But first things first. I'm sure he entrusted the inheritance to someone in the capital, but I have no clue who that might be. No leads? Oh, it's a big city. Well, tell me about your father. Maybe we can get a clue then.
That's...
He was a big man, so much so that standing next to my mother, he made her look teeny. But despite his size, he solved his problems with his head. And he never treated people as lesser than him. In fact, he used to handpick the fish he would bring back to the household as gifts. Grand Trot was able to source fresh fish from Brialhaven, but in Halia they were a rare feast.
Aha!
Hey, maybe I'm onto something. He spoke highly at the fish market, so he must have gone to the same one every time. Perhaps they'd remember him. There you go. That might be our best lead yet. And I'm afraid I shall once more take advantage of your generosity. When we return to Grand Trot, will you help me walk in my father's footsteps? It could still turn out fruitless, so I'll need all the help I can get. No big deal.
This one's important.
Tolerance? I need tolerance. But first, I have one more thing I'd like to look into. I think we'll get a good stopping point for today besides.
Let's head back.
Thank you, Zeta. Let's head back to the Gauntlet Runner. Thank you for the mag. I needed that. Alright, who's available? Oh, Alonzo's not available anymore. That's disturbing. Alright, Brigetta it is. You're not Brigetta. Who are you? An Elden kid. You want to Lady Brigetta's contacts then? I am. I've been assigned to stand guard here. She told me not to let anyone but an Elden kid through. And you're Elden, shows anything.
No reason to turn you away, so come on in, I suppose.
I didn't expect you to show up. You hear the criers?
Criers?
Everyone,
Oh. The anti-igniter terrorist hideout has been burnt to the ground. Local village affront for criminal fiends torched thanks to renowned igniter merchant Lady Brigitta Lyacon.
at this time.
Those fearmongers cried of the dangers of magic igniters and planned to raid our royal capital Grand Chad once its people were unarmed.
Hear ye, hear ye.
However, they have been brought to justice through the overwhelming power of magic igniters. 3 cheers for Lady Brigitta! 3 cheers for magic igniters!
But I did no such thing. There you have it.
Burnt to the ground? But they're lying.
Yeah. It's my word versus the voice of the country. Even then, you'd believe in me?
Ma'am, I was there. I saw you see the truth.
I didn't do anything. But the people I met then, at the village, they're dead now.
Shit. People.
They were no anti-igniter group. It was the Sanctus Church, or rather those who perform its dirty work. They want the world to see that igniters are the only defense they have against the violence around them, and so they set a village ablaze to prove their point. And by taking my dog, they made me a tool in their scheme, making it look like the work of an anti-igniter group. They knew I would set out to slaughter those responsible. Even though you stopped me before anything happened, someone else raised the village and named me responsible.
You get it.
In short, this is a warning. From here on, they'll ask nothing less than total, unquestioning obedience.
Are you giving in? So what will you do then?
Oh, killing some churchman won't change anything. Not when the whole institution's rotten. But I could kill the whole institution. Now that's an idea. This world is a horrific place, defined by inequality and intolerance. And the ones who shaped it are the wealthy few who sit atop it. In other words, the church.
Oh yeah, she's gonna burn it all down.
I had friends of my own when I was a child of poverty. Even though all the sludge and mire, we survived together, broke bread together. They all died slow. Starvation or torture took them. The Sanctus Church wheedles the strong and takes from the weak their wealth and their lives. I remember holding their cold bodies in my arms. That's when I decided, from then on, I'd be the one doing the taking. If the weak always die, if they'll lose everything, then I'd become strong. I'd be on the side that takes. I wouldn't let anyone steal what I had. I swore it. I threw away my heart, threw away my hope, and now I've clawed my way here. Made myself an underling of the same church that killed my friends. And still, even once you climb out of hell, there's only another circle of it waiting for you. It never ends.
Oof. I think Brigitta needs a hug. Oh my god, she definitely needs a hug.
How far must I fight them? How much must I take from them to ensure they can no longer tear things from my grasp? It'll be your head next, so I'll be the church's slave. I'll be whoever they need me to be.
They can't hurt me. You can't give in to fear. That won't change it. No. Don't give in to the fear.
Listen.
I know you're scared, but you can't give in to them.
Shut up.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! With all you have been through, how can you live a life like that and still believe in light in this world? Why won't you let me give up?
Brigitta's vulnerability and her desire to be saved bring pain to my heart. And somehow let us bond even more.
Why?
Mag merchant down again. Significantly improves the exchange rate at the mag exchange. I might need that because I just blew a lot of money on accessories. And I'll show it off here when we get to the next day.
Zeta, when do you think of this world you want to create? What do you imagine there?
Hope. It won't be hell. Smiling faces? No, hope.
Right.
Plain and simple.
It sounds a country too bright for me. I wish I could have a heart like yours. Strong and beautiful.
I calmed Brigitta down and waited until she fell asleep before I left the room.
Well then.
Oh, hey look, it's raining. Bardon's ready to be leveled up again. That's perfect.
Alright.
Anyway, about those accessories that I was talking about, there's a little shop here in Brylehaven, and they sell accessories, and specifically, they sell an accessory, they change which accessory they sell every day. And I've been buying a couple of them. This one was kind of cool, the Stormy Sea Ring, but I saw this and I had to have 4 of them. Look at this. Increases archetype XP gain. I don't know how much. I hope it's a significant amount.
All right.
Because they were not cheap. Stroll can't be leveled up? Oh, right, I have to do his mission. Can I? That's an interesting question. Can I do that mission?
I see.
Say, do you know any shops that carry fish? We have fishy questions. Questions about fish. A fishmonger? Sure, they pop on when the catch is good. The shop to my left usually has some, in fact. Oh, you're on the right track all along. Ah.
Perfect. Still doesn't have any fruit cordials back then, huh? The shop to your left, huh?
Welcome.
There we are. There's my fish man. Fresh fish, get your fresh fish. I've got bargains. And I've got questions. That reminds me, I had business with the fishmonger. I should talk to him. Yes, I should talk to him.
Welcome.
Oh, welcome, welcome, one and all. If it swam in the rivers or seas, I've got it here, and it's all as fresh as the ocean breeze. Apparently Stroll's father frequented the fish market. I know he was a doting parent, but would a count really do his own shopping? Can try. But the Count of Holia? And just how do you know such a great man? Ah, you're acquainted with his son? Really now? I hate to break it to you, lad, but you're an elder, and Clermont nobles aren't really known for befriending your kind. Do you have something of his? What are you playing at? If this is a matter of corn, I'll make it known far and wide, especially if it concerns the Count of Holia. He saved my skin once, when some pain-in-the-ass nobles started making accusations about my produce. He happened to be there and stood up for me. From what I gather, he was only in the market to find a souvenir for his son. Fancy that, a noble buying things himself. Like father, like son. Oh, blimey, you really do know him, don't you? Well then, I know of another merchant you should speak to. He did a fair amount of business with the Count. That day he said he had an appointment to meet this merchant in front of the Regolith Grand Cathedral. Odd that he bought the first fish, eh? Or the fish first.
What'll I do?
Ah. Looking for another merchant. Oh, there you are.
And
Finally, I found someone to talk to. What do you want? You're not one of my clients, and I only do business via referral. Stroll's father went to meet a merchant in front of Regolith Grand Cathedral. Could this be him?
so foolish.
Indeed, I was acquainted with the late Count of Holia. Oh, is that so? You say you know his son, do you? The Count was a truly honorable, upstanding man. I doubt any son of his would associate with a riffraff like you. Yeesh! You know of inheritance? Look for something. Did his fish stink? I need imagination 3 for this. Thanks to my overwhelming imagination, I was able to choose words that convinced the merchant I have no ill intent. Oh, interesting. Yes, they did indeed stink. The Count would often buy fish himself and then show up to our meetings with them in hand. Amusing as it was, I was worried how he would keep them fresh. That stirs some memories. The Count of Holia that I remember was a magnanimous man, who was generally kind to all he met.
Our business is done.
Perhaps I should have learned from his example. Very well. Tell me your story and I will listen. Well, there we go. I see. You must forgive my suspicion. You truly are a friend of his son, aren't you? I do apologize, but surely you understand my caution. Word of his lost inheritance has spread, and conmen have tried every trick in the book to claim it.
I do appreciate.
I have indeed been entrusted with the inheritance always meant for the Count's son. Please give him that message. The rest are details I prefer to share with him directly. Please bring him with you when you're able. Well, there we go. I found the person who was entrusted with the Count's inheritance. I should let Stroll know immediately. That takes care of that little gag. And now I should be able to go talk to Stroll. Hey, buddy.
Oh, it's you.
Hey, what are you up to? Ironic how fidgety one gets when told to wait. Yep.
What do you think?
And look, finding the inheritance matter. I found the man holding it for you.
Huh?
Have you? You must take me to him so we can talk now.
Oh.
It's nice to finally meet you. Well, we have met, but you were just a babe in your mother's arms. Funny how much you come to resemble them both. Your father and I did charity work providing aid to the downtrodden. It was hardly lucrative, but I was quite taken by his charisma. He did charity work at the capital. I hardly knew his business here, to be honest. My connection to your father is ultimately what led him to entrust your family fortune to my guardianship. I'm pleased to finally put it in your rightful hands.
No.
I don't mean to pry, but have you decided what you will do with it?
That is.
I had thought to use it to rebuild our home, but to hear my father used his fortune to help people,
I admit I'm having second thoughts. The refugees of Halia are struggling to survive without permanent housing, and knowing this, I would put these funds to the needs of my house. It would take tremendous time and money to restore our territory. I wouldn't be able to tend to their hardships for many seasons to come.
You truly are a stroll, lad, right down to your father's strength of character.
If I might be so bold, allow me to present you with an option.
It would work thusly. You purchase a parcel of land from your pick of the gentry. Many are in desperate need of coin and would easily part with estates they cannot sustain. You could then offer this land to your people to build upon. Would that not give them solace?
It would.
True.
I see the wisdom in it, but I can't imagine finding such an ideal expanse in such short order.
Well, if it's the negotiations you're concerned about, that is where I come in.
Quite.
Perhaps you've heard the name of Lord Hydron, best known for his piety. He's well versed in such matters. Lord Hydron? You have anyone else? Isn't he the freaking Ishka? The one that was giving us trouble? Ah, so you know him. Well, I can appreciate why you'd recoil from him. But for such an occasion as this, he would be a potent ally. I dare say it would be precisely the savior you'd need to realize your ideals.
My ideals.
My ideals, you say?
Yes.
I apologize. I'm just caught off guard by how quickly these tides change. I gladly accept your generous offer to aid me in negotiations. Hope is only a step behind a clear conscience.
No.
Words I'd hear my mother and father say often. They practically bludgeoned me with it.
Wise words to live by, my man.
Yeah.
Only now do I see that. Back then I couldn't appreciate it. If I can procure new land, all those people could return to some semblance of the lives they were forced to abandon. They could go back to a time of peace, before the human attacked.
Just.
And you have no small role to play here. You know that, don't you? If treachery claims the throne, this whole country will fall to ruin, and I'll have no hope of saving the people of Halia, let alone realizing my ideals.
My guy's like wide-eyed here.
In other words, the future of many depend on our fight. Our hopes lie with you, Captain.
Ah. I can sense Stroll's deep-seated trust and newfound resolve, as well as his ability to rank up again. Putting him at 6.
Whatever burdens you carry. I'll
Third
carry
slot
them
for the
too.
warrior. While in reserve, Stroll will gain experience at normal rate. So I can retire Stroll and he'll still get full levels.
Good to know.
Thank you.
I owe you my thanks for discovering the man safeguarding the inheritance. It will surely no easy feat to find him.
You're a lifesaver.
Thank you for the tolerance, which I desperately need so I can talk to Maria more. Oh god, I'm gonna need a lot.
That reminds me.
If you don't mind my asking, did you hear anything else about my father in the search?
Oh, he loved his son.
He had a strong sense of justice. He was a man of virtue. I like this one.
Right.
Yes, that sounds about right. I'm glad people still remember him so fondly. It makes me happy to hear it, more so than I imagined. Were my father in the same position I am now, I wonder what he would do.
I return to the others with Stroll, still deep in thought. Ah, Alonso is still available, huh? Let's see, Heisme, no. Alonso, no. Brigetta, no? Really?
I don't feel anything right now.
That one probably is waiting on story. So, yeah. Alonso or bust.
Greetings.
Alright, buddy. Ah, well met. What are you up to?
And then.
So, about checking in on my home village. I was wondering if now was a good time for you to join me. No problemo.
Thank goodness.
Oh, you will. Thank you. In full disclosure, I've also invited my collaborator. You met him before. Having grown up in the same village, we're as inseparable as brothers. I'd like to firm up our next steps and then head over.
Ridiculous.
Oh, this should do. The owner was kind enough to give us some space. My collaborator, that is my good friend from back home, should arrive any minute now. Okay. He's late. And you've come all this way, too. Come to think of it, I haven't really told you about where I grew up. It was a beautiful village full of flowers. Not wealthy, but not destitute. There was a cheerful tranquility to it. Apparently, I'd been abandoned on the nearby road as a baby. The woman who took me in is my mother in all but blood. She's Peripus. I'm Nydia. We couldn't look more different, but she raised me like I was her own. She never stopped smiling at me, and she was always so proud to call me her son. I'm looking forward to seeing her.
Well,
I don't expect much or you'll be disappointed, sorry. Mother's a good person. She trusts far too readily, though. She has this uncanny ability to know when I'm the one lying. Anyway, she was an easy mark for fraudsters. I can't tell you how many times this an expertly told sob story was all it took to rob her of everything she had. In fact, my only memories of her without a smile are the times she would apologize to me for having nothing to eat again, tears welling in her eyes. Damn. That's why I started conning, you know. I decided I'd give any miscreant scum who take advantage of such kindness a taste of their own hell, each and every one of them. My latest mark is the worst villain of all, the landowner of my hometown. He changed my idyllic village into what it is today.
sorry.
Sorry, that was more than I meant to say. Not at all. We'll save your village, man.
Fine. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. But damn it, where's my collaborator? I've been blessed with a silver tongue since I was born. I can fool anybody, except my mother. You know, you're a bit like her, too, strangely enough. I'd forgotten what a nice feeling this is, being able to have a genuine conversation with someone. So thank you for listening. I can sense Alonso's deep-seated gratitude. I don't think we're getting to his village tonight. And there's no adept for this faker, huh?
Believe you.
But the faker gets a second slot, which is definitely nice.
Hear me.
Uh-oh. Is Cuculus here?
Well, well, well.
Why, welcome, good sir. Have you come to check on the clients? Yeah, you can drop the act, Cuculus. Or beg your pardon, shall I say, Alonso? Uh-oh.
Good grief.
You're from that village of paupers, aren't you? Did you fancy yourself some sort of hero with your little tricks? A cheat is still a cheat. We're the same, you and I. Except you're more the fool if you think you'll ever get justice. You have money that belongs to the village, and I would see it all returned to its rightful place. Is that not justice? Perhaps you'll change your tune after seeing the sorry state your village is in now. Your associate, the one meant to meet here. It took some doing, but we managed to squeeze a few details out of him. About your family.
Do what?
What have you done to my mother? Well, simply killing her wouldn't teach you any lessons, nor would it be any fun.
What did you do?
Yeah, you can't change things. You can't save anyone. This one's in the house, boy. Fat bastard, lovely. Satyr. The distraught Alonso and I rushed by carriage to his hometown. We arrived at a village near Brylehaven. It's been set ablaze?
Mother!
What? A man. He asked if Alonso's mother was here. Don't speak, mother. I'll save you.
I'm sorry.
I told him, that's me. You're my one and only son, and I love...
Please.
Mother, I'm sorry. This is all my fault.
My.
You were always so sensitive.
Live on.
Oh.
Mother.
Oh my god. Damn, Alonso, you have a sad story all of a sudden. Can you hear me? Please say something.
Mother.
Oh. Damn.
Hey!
The landowner's servant told us it was you, that you were chumming up to the landowner to suck this village dry. And now you put us to the torch? What the hell did we ever do to you? It's my fault. I can pay for the reconstruction. I have the money, so I'll give...
How dreadful.
You traded your mother's life for that money! No, I didn't.
This damned.
Keep your blood money, you filthy murderer. Wait, please take the money. Use it for the village and to bury her.
You devil.
The only one who belongs in the grave is you! Yeah, you should have died instead.
Yeah.
Burn in hell, you damn parasite. God damn. A villain always strikes where it hurts most. At the family and home. I should have known. I said the damned words myself. People are never more vulnerable to tricks than when they think they're playing one themselves. I should have known. Was I blinded by revenge? No, I was simply, unequivocally a fool. Come on, man. She told you to live. So you have to be strong for her.
Why?
Why? Don't wish that upon me. I've been feeding on my mother's life this whole time. Just like the parasite I am.
I'm sorry.
I never had the power to change a single thing.
God damn. Alonso refused to move, or even to stand. After ensuring his safety, I had no choice but to leave his side. Oh, well. Crap, what do I do now? That was wild. Okay, Hulkenberg's not available. Maria and Katharina are not available, but Bardon's available. Awesome. Gotta keep leveling everybody up. Alright, Bardon, what's next? Oh, you're here? Glad you will. I got something I want to show you. You have a wee bit of time? Sure, show me.
I am glad.
Ah, great. Come with me.
Brilliant.
Ah, look here. We've rebuilt the town's defensive barriers. Not just here either, but all of the entrances to town. Plus, we doubled the guard and deployed them to that town. Nobody wanting to do us harm will be getting in now. Dude, I gotta tell you, the people who want to do you harm are already in town.
Now then.
And now I can focus on other things, on the far more insidious threat plaguing this town. Like the bad people here, like your political opposition. Something like that. And they're very powerful, I'm sorry to say. When one of them has a following, well, getting rid of them can be a bit of a toughie.
This is.
What the hell are you doing in this town, Bardon?
Huh?
Speak of the devil. Sir Gastro, what business brings you here? Don't play the fool, Bardon. Explain this special taxes plan of yours. Oh, well, that plan was right necessary to build the barrier you see before you.
Seriously?
Spending the people's money so carelessly? We have no need for such defenses. Do you honestly believe Martira will be attacked again?
What now?
We're not to be prepared for anything. Do you not agree? Besides, weren't you the one doling out funding from donations to the town's leading figures? Surely you had cause.
What?
Oh, where did you hear that?
In other words,
Not only did I hear about it, I managed to recover those very funds. And that's why these barriers were finished ahead of schedule. In truth, I'm grateful to you, Sir Gastro.
what did you say?
You mock me, but you'll regret making an enemy of me. Out of my way! Hey! Oh, this guy's a shit. How dare he push a wee laddie? Hey, are you alright there? There, you're not that. Now, head on home. Mom, the scary arm is talking! It's talking!
What?
Wait, don't be frightened! He ran away. Why really that scary of a fellow? He's just fallen victim to Gastro's sneaky little machinations. Got to keep my guard up.
But then.
And I must prove to Gastro that there's no injustice will be happening on my watch. I see you in a new light. Don't let things escalate. Children really do freak you. Yeah, just trying not to let things escalate too much, my man. Oh, if I was worried about that, I'd never been a good captain. But to tell you, I shudder to even think about that man being governor.
The truth is.
I mean, I'll confess he was the clergyman I thought would do well in the position. Cause I thought him a splendid fellow at first. But in truth, he's a scoundrel who only wants to control the town. I mean, that's what clergymen are. Honestly, thinking on it all, maybe I'm not such a great judge of character after all. First Lady Joanna, and now Gastro. I've got some naivete in me, and it seems to just invite tragedy.
If so, then.
If I want to fix this, I can't show any more mercy, which is why I've got to spy on Gastro. That's a good idea. Are you sure that's wise? That could backfire, my friend.
Oh? What?
What's anything to unmoor the nerves about? He only needs to worry if he does something wrong.
I suppose.
We need to place safety above all else. Can't have folks like Gastro just prowling about. You know, it's for your sake too that I'm cleaning up this town.
You hear me?
Don't say I want to unite the people under your banner. That requires removing certain obstacles. That's reassuring.
Really amazing.
You?
He likes that one, huh? Glad you appreciate it. I'll direct one of my efforts to it then. And I won't feel truly fit to be governor until I repay your favor and preserve the peace. I can feel Bardon's ambition as governor is an increasingly deep faith towards me. As he ranks up to number 4. Halfway for Bardon, huh?
It's not enough.
Improves defense when the whole party's in the back row. Occasionally, as one day ends and another begins, Bardon will send a parcel. Oh. Wonder what's in those parcels.
So long.
Well, no time like the present. I'll have to take my leave of you for today. Apologies.
Right.
Hey, the guard keeps looking over here.
Yeah.
I know. I can't even relax in my own home anymore. I thought if we left things to Bardon, we'd finally have some peace and quiet. Oh dear. I decided to return to the group. Bardon's going a little off the deep end. Alright. Evening time. And nobody's available. Well, shit. Nobody's available. Well, Progetto would talk to... What does she need? I don't think Progetto would have much to say given my current courage. Okay, so Progetto needs courage. And at level 7... Igniter Connoisseur and Supply Crate. A crate with funds, damn. So I need to raise courage and tolerance up to 4. Those are my priorities right now, because I need tolerance for Maria. Well, I do get a fair amount of courage from just doing quests, so let's try and focus on tolerance for right now.
Hello there.
You, do you know what lies beyond these waters? The island, the homeland of the Mastari. As someone born far from its shores, I've always longed for it.
What's there?
In truth, I do not know. I only yearn from it from the outside. When we are on the mainland here, we are nothing but pagans. Do you understand what I mean? If you are interested, I will speak.
Yes, give me more tolerance, madame.
Then it's decided. Shall we head elsewhere? Pagan. Of course we did not choose that name willingly for ourselves. Our religion is simply not the one that state endorses. The Sanctus Church and the other tribes are painfully close-minded. They reject us and wish only that we would disappear from their country. You don't have a very good impression of the other tribes, do you?
You see.
Is the feeling not mutual? People of any tribe reject cultures different from their own. It is not only a matter of religion. Each tribe has its own unique customs, do they not? And to members of other tribes, those customs are incomprehensible and off-putting.
Such as? Surely people can try and understand.
Such understanding is only possible when one's knowledge is deeper than surface level. For example, are you aware of the Ujiv custom of cremation? The Ujiv tribe burn the bodies of their dead and keep the fragments of bone that remain in an urn. For people like the Sanctus, for whom burial is the norm, and even for us Mustari, the true meaning of such a ritual is impossible to grasp.
Which is why.
For the Mustari tribe, rather than cremation, we have only our religion, and when others could not comprehend that, thus we became pagan. As long as the state religion exists, we will never be accepted. Our teachings, our culture, our dignity, none of it. In one sense, that is the island's reason for existence. This country is full of those who would reject our very being, after all. And so in order to remain steadfast and protect our faith in our gods, we need that island to act as our support.
Damn.
All right.
That's harsh. That's about the halfway point, maybe a hair over.
Bye.
You were not cruel to me, not like the others.
I spoke with the Mustari woman for a while before saying farewell and heading back to the inn. There's a letter and package from Bardon. Oh!
Have a look.
I hope this package has made it to you safely and that you'll find its contents useful. However, I can assist you, I will. Thank you. Oh, it's just got a panacea in it. Thank you. Memorandum update.
What now?
Oh, I actually have quite a few memorandum things to deal with pagan faith. Though the word itself merely refers to a different religious belief, the kingdom has long been sanctist, and the term has come to refer to belief outside of sanctism. One such example includes the Mustari tribe and their belief in the dragon god. However, when people are referred to as pagans, it is often meant in a discriminatory way. Though the Mustari tribe's faith is regarded as pagan, its history is longer than that of sanctism's. It is a polytheistic religion that began with worship of nature, and through the priestess they can converse with the gods that reside in objects. Traditions are passed down orally as a fundamental aspect of the religion, and in their long history, several customs have unfortunately been twisted. What's in the history section? Hold up. Lost a couple there. Inundo? Alright, I've got locations to deal with. A small settlement in northern Brawlhaven that came to be when migrant workers laboring at a nearby mining site exchanged their pickaxes for farming hoes and settled there. Though once a land rich in agriculture, it became starved after repeated monster attacks and floods. Since then, people began to desert the village in search of work, essentially making it a ghost town. The only remaining lifeline of the village is this specially good created by the elderly who were left behind. The Tomb. A quiet cemetery northwest of Brawlhaven, built to mourn the children that died to a local epidemic, one that mostly claimed young lives in its passing. As the years passed, however, it came to be used as a cemetery for criminals with no next of kin. Anecdotal reports speak of passerbys hearing shrill and feeble cries, unmistakably children's voices, which has earned it a reputation as the Tomb of Lament. Any more? Yeah. Tooth monsters! Homo tenta, a variety of human resembling a tooth, but many overlook the fact that they are humans because they lack any remotely threatening features. Upon closer examination, some even find them cute and fondly refer to them as wisdom teeth, as they often share intriguing bits of information. Others say they can feel their molars throb when they defeat them. There's conjecture that they may be part of a larger giant human, but details of their biology are scant. And the gold beetles, a special insect covered in magla, glows with a golden hue. It absorbs ambient magla in its habitat, and evidence suggests minute differences in their environments translate into differences in their biology. Though they give off a golden light, it fades quickly upon death, so they have no monetary value to the layman. However, there is apparently one eccentric in the world who collects them with a passion. Yeah, we met him. And some locations. Gracia, a dense forest near Browhaven. This vast and fertile land was once inhabited by fairies. However, when parts of the forest were cleared away for new trade routes, the fairies took their leave, and monsters soon arrived to take their place. As a result, the trade route project was swiftly abandoned, and the dense trees overtook the roadways once more, making the forest a lush haven for foul creatures. And the big falls we saw. A large waterfall that cascades through the marshlands northwest of Browhaven. On the rock wall behind its waters are giant carvings of a man's face, but there are no records of whose face it is or why the structure was built. Some theorize that the carvings depict the historical Mage King, and that they serve some sort of magical function. The truth remains unclear. Alright, Leon's available, and Leon alone is available. Alright, Leon.
Oh, it's you.
Hey, what are you up to? Ironic how fidgety one get. Yeah, I've seen this. Oh, right. Regarding the matter of my inheritance, it seems my father's merchant friend reached out to Lord Hydron. I'd like to go to the Grand Cathedral to negotiate. If you have the time, would you accompany me? Yes.
Thanks.
Thank you. Then let's make for the royal capital. I hope this turns out for the best. So do I. So do I. Yeah, it was him. I've been informed about this land. This conversation could have been far less roundabout if you'd only informed me of your assets. What are these documents? The contract, lad. You seem rather hurried, so I wasted no time preparing it. With but a signature, you become a landowner.
Worry not.
This is countryside land, yes, but the price is a rare bargain. The owner forfeited it after losing his fortunes on a gamble.
I see.
There was an owner? Then am I right to presume this land still has tenants? Yes, quite a few. They're yours to command. Vacate them, employ them, the choice is yours. Your property, your people. A bargain, wouldn't you say? Oh dear. The total acreage is a bit smaller than Halia. Ah, minor details. This land is readily available, and that alone makes it valuable. There's even an estate manor you can claim at your convenience.
No.
It matters, actually. Something's off here.
Yeah.
Leon would definitely never willingly evict other people just to house his. Right. If there are already residents here, I'd be introducing conflict by moving the Hallians on top of them. Needless to say, this land won't let me realize my vision. Why do you concern yourself with the squatters? If they're of no use to you, push them out of sight and out of mind. That's what I do. A lord hardly deserves the title without land to govern. You would reject this contract knowing that? Be honest with him. Stick to your ideals, my man.
Stroll.
Hope is only a step behind a clear conscience.
You.
Sita, you remembered my parents' saying.
Apologies.
I do apologize, Lord Hydron, but I can't in good conscience sign this contract. Damn. Do you know what a refusal will do to my reputation? As a noble, you must know that this will have ramifications.
Yeah.
All the land in the world does not make a lord until he shoulders the responsibility of protecting its people. To hell with nobles who can't recognize that. In fact, I would like to make a counteroffer. I will buy 100 of your vacant houses here in the capital. 100? Vacant or not, residence does not come cheap in the capital. Your ilk could never afford them. I've already verified the going market rate. My ilk has more than enough to cover the costs. But you're surprised? I looked into it while you were helping me make inquiries. Clever.
Now then.
I know I'm just a countryside noble, but you wouldn't dream of overcharging me, would you? It would certainly have ramifications. You must be familiar with my compatriot by now, yes? Indeed, your reputation would certainly suffer were it to come to light you were trying to scam us. Surely you aren't threatening me, are you, boy?
No.
Of course not. I simply made a competitive offer for vacant houses you could not seem to find a buyer for. You stand to profit, really.
Just the idiocy I'd expect from the son of a backwater lord who cannot even flee correctly. You'd sacrifice your house in the name of sheltering peasants? You may as well toss the money down the latrine. It insults the entire aristocracy and you'll live to regret it.
Fine.
You're the one who will live to be sorry. This country will change, and corrupt nobles like you are on the cusp of extinction. My parents, who risked their lives to protect their people, are the real nobles, and my heroes.
Now then.
Now, Lord Hydron, shall we put ink to parchment?
Yeah. That Ishka looked like he was about to tear his hand off.
What the?
Young master, you used your inheritance to purchase houses for us in the capital. Your generosity goes too far. Be at ease, old friend. I'm just being stubborn, perhaps even selfish. The more I pondered what I should do, the less clear the answer became. But when I asked myself what I truly wanted, I knew without a doubt. I wanted to see your smiles again, the ones I remember from a simpler time. I wanted those smiles to come naturally. A nobleman is the shield in his people's hands, durable enough to protect them, but light enough to carry, else what value does he have? Another gem of my parents' wisdom. I'm sorry, though. I know you wanted House Halateus to rise again.
But that's...
No, you have showed us a way to live with more pride than any fortune or glory could impart. It has been my life's greatest honor, greater than any words could express, to have served such a dignified family.
Sorry about that.
I'm sorry to have left you languish for so long. From here on, I hope happier times win the day.
Wow.
Oh, young Master Leo, pardon, Lord Stroll.
Thank you.
It is with our utmost gratitude that we accept these accommodations in the royal capital. Allow me the honor of gathering Halia's other refugees.
Let us begin our lives anew, dreaming that one day we will unfurl the banner of House Halateus and serve its new lord proudly.
Yeah.
Frangif, everyone, I thank you. Once my journey is over, I'll be back. Ah.
Thank you.
And thanks to you as well, Zeta. I couldn't have made it through without you.
No, this was all you, my man.
You're a genuine friend, you know that?
You know,
I didn't choose to help these people out of some sense of noble obligation. It was far more simple than that. If I have the power to save someone, then I will. As straightforward as it can be. When someone needs a helping hand, I'll be there to extend it. Your sincerity made me realize that about myself.
yeah.
I'd Rachel and my parents were much the same. I think living my life with that in mind is what they'd expect of me.
Me too. I can sense Stroll's intense determination. It's like nothing I've felt before. It makes me want to play Undertale.
Hey. Now,
Oh.
a new power.
Is he about to get a master rank archetype?
I've got it.
The party can now study the samurai. Figured that would be his rank 8.
Huh. Go figure.
You can now study the samurai in academia.
Dressing what new powers await you.
I am very curious what that needs.
Well,
Well, I should visit my parents' grave. I think I owe them an apology for failing to rebuild our house with their inheritance. I'm so glad you found refuge here in the capital of Rangif. I even found a merchant my father knew as well.
That's...
Your father would tell us all the time. If there was ever an emergency, we should gather at the capital.
huh?
In Grand Trad? But that's... pay me no mind. Before we return, shall we tour your new accommodations?
Stroll's success has earned him more support from the people of Halia. And me as well, apparently. Hey, top 30. Oh, someone's available tonight.
Alonzo.
Yeah, I definitely want to keep up with Alonzo's quest. But first things first, I want to see
What now?
Stroll. Oh. He needs General to 10. Well, isn't that convenient? Pretty sure he's already leveling that. You know, he's only rank 1 on it, but the fact that he needs this is very convenient. All right, what does this give? Giant slot. There's finally a medium to 1 enemy. Thunderblade. Heavy electric to all. Attack lore automatically. Ooh, auto Tarakaja. Concentrate. Oh, interesting. Increased caster's attack by 3 ranks for 3 turns. Oh. Huh. It's different than other ones. Increased caster's hit and evasion by 3 ranks for 3 turns. regenerate 3, sturdy stance, halves all damage taken, but renders enabled to dodge. Damn. Crimson Moon Sword Art, severe physical slash to all, may inflict charm. Windblade. Peerless Stone Cleaver, severe slash to one enemy, adds a turn icon. Deals medium slash 4 to 6, adds a turn icon. This class is gonna be bonkers. But he's gonna have to get general up, and he's gotta finish Swordmaster. Still, that's a hell of a prize. Alonso, my man, you had a hell of a tragedy last time. Oh, it's you. I'm sorry. Just leave me alone. I can't do that. My tolerance of 3 will not allow me. With overflowing tolerance, I conveyed my willingness to take on the sorrows and regrets anguishing Alonso. Ah. Well, if anyone was going to pester me, I'm glad it's you.
Sorry.
Could you spare me a bit of time? No problem, man.
Thank you, truly.
Thank you. I did some more digging on the landowner who burned down my village. And when I thought I'd hit the bottom, I found more behind him that I hadn't unearthed before. In the end, he's nothing more than a pawn for someone else. I thought I had the upper hand, showing him who these associates with, but they've been looking into me as well. They untangled the web of lies that is Cuculus and struck first. What a fool I've been. My village, my mother. They're all gone. I've lost everything. I'm so sorry. You have to be strong. You reap what you... This is a dick move, man. Come on. Let's show some sympathy. Let's show some sympathy for him. As if I have any right to be sad. I just wanted to save my hometown. His taxes were extortion, and he siphoned the village's trade profits away for himself. My once peaceful village was trampled by poverty and the ills that accompany it. He caused only torment for them, so I struck back. I thought I could fix things for them, that my mother would be happy. But I got too caught up in my heroics and underestimated him. He couldn't have burned down the village on his own. I don't think I've heard this tune before. Even if the village was rid of the landowner, someone else is backing him. An even more powerful enemy who'd be left unscathed. I endangered everyone's lives because I didn't realize that. And it was my mother, my own mother, who paid the price. Hey! Die, they said. In all my waking hours, in all my dreams, I hear the villagers demanding my death. I only began this endeavor to free them, to give them their loved joy back. So if my death is what will give them that now, I have to. Your mother wouldn't want this, man.
No!
Was it your mother's wish for you to die? My mother's. Damn it. Mother wanted me to live. But what's the point in living when all I have are my sins?
Please.
Why do you not blame me? Well, I won't kick you while you're down. Make amends by living.
That's...
Yep, living is the only way to atone for those sins. Live to atone, not by dying. I wonder if there's anything I can still do. Come on, man. I don't think there is, but just because you believe in me, I think I can go on living, just a little longer. I can sense the tremendous trust Alonso has placed in me by sharing his darkest thoughts. You know, I kind of feel bad calling this guy the Devil Arcana after all the shit he's been through. Ooh. Discounts the prices at magic shops in all cities. Increases the monetary reward for completing requests. Nice. I mean, anything that gives me extra money is always good. I've not the slightest clue what to do next, though. I'm not a good person, not like how my mother was, and I don't have some special power like you do. Like you do. Wait, that's it! You were right. It would have been rather hasty of me to end my life here and now. Thank you, Zeta. I finally realized that as long as I have you, the world is mine to fool. Ah, shit. Oh, do visit again. I'll set the stage. I have some fun tricks in store for you. Maybe I said that he's not the Devil Arcana a little too hastily. I don't know what Alonso is scheming this time, but at least it seems he's regained his will to live.
Good night.
Alonso waved nonchalantly as we parted, and I returned to the inn.
Well then.
I hear a voice.
Who can it be?
Ah, Bardon's available again. Perfect. This doesn't look like anyone else is. Why is Leon not available? Guess I just need story progression to get him leveled up. Alright, let's see how Bardon's screwing up now. Oh, Bardon, what have you done?
You've come.
Oh, you're here. Glad you're well. I'll be frank with you. There's been an incident. Thankfully nobody died, but they surely could have. And I know the crafty fellow who did it. He wouldn't confess even if we backed him into a corner. So I'm thinking of striking a deal with him. But you know, the thing is, I'm not very skilled at negotiating. Ah, but I have the eloquence to do it. I convinced Bardon with my eloquence. Come on, man. Let's go talk to him. Be myself, you say? And what? Just face the problem head on like there's nothing to be afraid of? Just be honest to a fault? That certainly seems a far better thing than working out some plan. I can only be myself after all. Gotta play the hand I was dealt.
Thank you.
Many thanks to you, Zeta. Won't you come with me? Of course.
Thank you truly.
I thank you for being here. I made up my mind now. Come on. Man, I've seen a lot of level 3 gates today.
Listen to me.
Listen, all of you. Someone here set fire to the administration building. We managed to put it out before anyone got hurt, but this is treason.
You hear me?
The traitor should come forward immediately. Holy crap, someone lit his building up? Did you want to become a governor so badly that you would go this far, Castro?
What?
Surely you don't mean to say that I'm the one behind this?
I know who it was.
Oh, I'm done listening to you and all your denials. Take him away. Sus, isn't it obvious a fire is Bardon's own plot?
Just so.
Yes, Bardon. Your own position is safe if you have a scapegoat. How uncharacteristically intelligent of you.
What did you say?
What are you saying now? You're calling me stupid.
Listen to me.
My fellow townspeople, will you go never question this man? Look what's happened to your town under his rule.
Seriously.
Guards are treating you like prisoners, spying on you, reporting on you. Is this place your town or theirs?
Let's do this.
Furthermore, is this man in any way fit to govern? I propose we hold a vote and decide once and for all.
Huh?
Vote? Is that what we decide who's governor?
No, I see.
Such a thing can't possibly be done with integrity. I won't allow it.
Oi!
Oh yes, you will. The people should decide. It's just the thing with the king. Ha, well, that fellow's certainly all for it, even though I assume you hate the idea. For myself, I think a vote will speak volumes. It will reveal to all here that you are the dangerous one and not I. Oh, shut up, you conniving cur. Stay calm. Do what they want, man. Calm down.
Wait.
What?
Ah, I hear you.
I haven't a choice.
Fine. However, anyone who cheats will have their hell slapped into them.
Am I understood?
You'll all understand that. I'm keeping a watchful eye. Don't forget it. I mean, democracy was what I wanted you to do in the first place, so this is at least a step in the right direction. Ah, I thank you. Nearly forgot myself back there. I must say, everyone seems so frightened of me, even the wee ones. They're even all scared when they thought I was a phantasm. God, the way they looked at me.
Got to say,
Is it? Tell me true. Have I erred when it comes to my methods? I'm leaning towards yes. I couldn't say for sure. Yeah, I think you're going a little too overboard, man.
But then...
But whatever should I have done instead? I mean, I thought they'd understand my reason soon enough. I wasn't monitoring them out of contempt. I'll tell you something. I've no choice but to just hope they'll come around. My duty is to protect the we and some rampant villainy. Let's think of a better strategy here.
Well then.
Your sincerity is always touching. Thank you much for being so thoughtful despite having your own business to contend with. Hope I can always count on you for the best advice.
Still, though...
The vote will be held soon by the looks of things. I can't lose. I must protect the town. I say this as your comrade as well. I can feel Bardon's firm resolve and deep faith in me, despite the fact that he might be going a little dictator.
I wish I had better tidings for you.
3, commander lineage. Improves the chances of escaping from squad battles. That's nice. Never really had it. No, there's been plenty of times that I've had to retry escaping multiple times. Worry not. I became governor by forever striving to fulfill everyone's expectations. And that's how it should be. I parted with Bardon, who has a grim look on his face. All right, evening time, and no one is available. Something tells me that I'm not going to be able to use the Coliseum, right? Just calling it a hunch that the Coliseum's not open in evenings. We'll see.
Let's go.
There's a quest marker here.
Oh,
Welcome, warriors, to the Vermilio Coliseum. We're currently holding a ranked league tournament. If you want to participate, first you'll have to test your abilities with a certification battle.
Whoa.
So in order to fight here, you have to prove your strength in a battle. There are rewards after we prove it though, right?
Rewards? What happened to the thrill of the fight? This is a home of vaunted warriors, a contest of strength. But yes, if you win, you get prizes according to your rank. A certification battle, that sounds easy, you're thinking. Well, think again. We brought in some special monsters this time around. A terrifying beast with a body as hard as rock and tempo worse than that. It's a fearsome beast, the perfect foe to separate the weak from the warriors. And to make it more interesting, we've instituted a special rule. You'll have to win quickly.
what'll it be?
Don't want our audiences yawning now, do we? Don't dawdle. That about covers it, though. Can't get certified? I'm in.
Give it a shot.
I'm all for proving ourselves, but I think we should make sure we're prepared first.
Let's have a good
Great.
clean fight.
When you're ready, I'll be here. I'm excited to see you fight.
Let's give it our all.
Defeat the Coliseum monster. 4.5, no deadline, but not a bad amount of money. So here's the question. Actually, good question here is, did this suddenly give us new information on the Coliseum monster? I would hope so. No, it did not. Disappointment.
All right then.
I guess this means we just throw ourselves into it. Oh, yeah, this will eat our time. Why not? Let's try it. Actually, I want to save first before I do anything stupid here. Like, not succeed.
Let's
There
have
we
a
go.
good clean fight.
Get out there and fight like your life depends on it. Because it damn well is! Not a bad looking place. Of course, now we get to show off our archetype powers to everyone. Oh! It's like a stone minotaur. It's like a stone, manticore. Huh.
All right. Let's show him.
Defeat the enemy in 3 turns or less.
Kings.
Well, if that's the case, let's Mataru Kaja.
My thanks.
I'm alive.
Are you prepared?
Like, if I got 3 turns, I'm going all out on this son of a
Cut you
bitch.
down.
Resist physical.
Magic Knight.
Resist physical, or resist slash at least. How about some rock? Oh, he does not like that.
Ice.
That's neutral.
I'll use what I must.
Okay, piercing is, I imagine, also going to be strong. But we'll give it a shot. Yep, resisted. That's okay. He's half dead.
Swordmaster. Hack and slash.
Even resisted, that's still a decent chunk of damage.
I'll destroy you. Hulkenberg got them right in the
But then there's Hulkenberg, who's just blasting this bitch into oblivion.
freeze.
And there we go. Problem solved. Turn and a half. For 1,000 mag, 1,200 experience. Damn.
Ever greater heights.
I shall rise to the occasion.
I have never.
Even I had more. to
Levels
learn.
for everybody. That was an easy enough little fight.
Bravo.
Ah, that was an incredible fight. And what in the world was that magic you used? Or whatever it was, you passed the certification battle. You're officially earned your place in the ranked league. Now, first things first, take your rank insignia and your reward for this time.
Mission accomplished.
Hey, bit of cash. And some popularity. Why, thank you kindly.
Okay, and then what happens next?
In the ranked league, you participate against challengers in the same ranked tier. Since you've only just completed the certification battle, you're at Bronze 3. After that, there's Bronze 2 and Bronze 1. You'll fight through these higher ranks one by one. Overcome Bronze 1 and you'll reach Silver 3, at which point you'll receive a special reward. Those who make it to Silver are pretty capable warriors, but the highest rank is Gold 1. And if you can make it to that, then I'll actually give a damn. You'll be able to take on the greatest battle in Colosseum history. You'll fight 9 battles in total. Win and you'll be king of the Colosseum. Exciting, but you're literally at the bottom now. It's a long road ahead. The reward for bronze 1 is the valuable piece of equipment called a Fortune's Grasp. These gauntlets will egg you on to gain experience faster. Ooh. The rewards for silver 1 is an even more impressive. It's a full moon medal. Put it on and it'll recover your MP. And the reward for gold 1 is a gambler's manual. The treasure of this Colosseum, this legendary tome will increase the power of your deadliest blows. Of course we have rewards for the other tiers too. I can see you're a talented bunch, so keep on taking to the ranked league to hone your skills and make it to the top.
I see.
Sounds like it's a pretty big commitment, but I suppose it's still a great place to get some practice in all the same. The bronze 1 reward sounds pretty cool, and if we take on the challenge, your courage might improve too. Well, we should be heading back for now though. You seem pretty tired from the one fight we had. Let's rest up.
I got a rank insignia. I should challenge myself to take on the ranked lead when I have time again, huh?
Well then.
Another rainy day. Oh, Stroll.
Oi there.
Stroll's ready to max rank, baby? Stroll's ready to max rank? Oh, but we'll have to save that for another day, I'm afraid. If you've enjoyed this, please leave a like and favorite, and subscribe to join me for more fantastical racism. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.